Hello everyone. In this video I am going to discuss about free radicals and antioxidants. What is free radical? A free radical is a molecule or molecular fragment that contains one or more unpaired electrons in its outer orbital. Free radical is generally represented by a superscript dot. Oxidation reactions ensure that molecular oxygen is completely reduced to water. The products of partial reduction of oxygen are highly reactive and create havoc in the living systems. Hence, they are also called reactive oxygen species or ROS. These ROS are highly effective as oxidants and cause injury leading to cell death and various diseases. Look at this picture. Left side is a normal oxygen atom having all paired electrons, and right side free radical with an unpaired electron. The following are members of this group: superoxide anion radical, hydroperoxyl radical, hydrogen peroxide, hydroxyl radical, lipid peroxide radical, singlet oxygen, nitric oxide, peroxynitrite. Out of this, hydrogen peroxide and singlet oxygen are not free radicals. However, because of their extreme reactivity, they are included in the group of reactive oxygen species. What are the characteristics of ROS? The important characteristic of ROS are they are extreme reactivity. They are having extreme reactivity, very short lifespan. The lifespan of free radicals are only about few milliseconds. Generation of new ROS by chain reaction and damage to various tissues. Generation of free radical. How free radical generates in human being. They are constantly produced during the normal oxidation of foodstuffs due to leak in the electron transport chain in mitochondria. About 1 to 4% of oxygen taken up in the body are converted to free radicals. Mitochondria are major sites for production of superoxide ions from the interaction between coenzyme Q and oxygen in the electron transport chain. Hence, a high content of SOD, that is superoxide dismutase, is needed. Mitochondria also have a high content of glutathione and glutathione peroxidase for preventing lipid peroxidation. Some enzymes such as xanthine oxidase and aldehyde oxidase form superoxide anion radical or hydrogen peroxide. NADPH oxidase in the inflammatory cells, that is neutrophils, eosinophils, monocytes and macrophages, produces superoxide anion by process of respiratory burst during phagocytosis. The superoxide is converted to hydrogen peroxide and then to hypochlorous acid with the help of superoxide dismutase and myeloperoxidase. The superoxide and hypochlorous acid are final effector of bactericidal action. This is a deliberate production of free radicals by body. Along with the activation of macrophages, the consumption of oxygen by the cell is increased drastically. This is, this is called respiratory burst. In chronic granulomatous disease, the NADPH oxidase is absent in macrophages and neutrophils. In this condition, macrophages ingest bacteria normally but can't destroy them. However, streptococci and pneumococci themselves produce hydrogen peroxide. Therefore, they are destroyed by the myeloperoxidase system of the macrophages. But instead, phyllopopi being catalase positive can detoxify hydrogen peroxide in the macrophages and therefore are not destroyed in such persons. Hence, recurrent pyogenic infection by Staphylococcus are common in chronic granulomatous disease. Macrophages also produce nitric oxide from arginine by the enzyme nitric oxide synthase. This is also an important antibacterial mechanism. Peroxidation is also catalyzed by lipoxygenase in platelets and leukocytes. Ionizing radiation damages tissues by producing hydroxy radical, hydrogen peroxide, and superoxide anion. Lights of appropriate wavelength can cause photolysis of oxygen to produce singlet oxygen. The capacity to produce tissue damage by hydrogen peroxide is minimal when compared to other free radicals. By the definition, S2O2 is not antithetic, but in presence of free iron, hydrogen peroxide can generate hydroxyl radical which is highly reactive. Cigarette smoke contains high concentrations of various free radicals. Inhalation of air pollutant will increase the production of free radical. Generation of free radical, that is ROS in macrophages. NADPH oxidase catalyzes the reaction, catalyzes oxygen to superoxide ion, and after that superoxide dismutase converts superoxide ion to hydrogen peroxide and myeloperoxidase converted hypochlorous acid. Superoxide ions hypochlorous acid are bactericidal. They kill bacteria. In this process, NADPH is provided by HMP shunt pathway. Free radical scavenger systems. Superoxide dismutase. The mitochondrial superoxide dismutase is manganese dependent. Cytoplasmic enzyme is copper zinc dependent. Superoxide dismutase is non-heme protein. A defect in superoxide dismutase gene is seen in patients with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Glutathione peroxidase. In the next step, the hydrogen peroxide is removed by glutathione peroxidase. It is a selenium-dependent enzyme. Superoxide dismutase causes dismutation of the superoxide radical and convert it into hydrogen peroxide and oxygen. Hydrogen peroxide is further degraded by catalase and peroxidase to water. Glutathione reductase. The oxidized glutathione in turn is reduced by the glutathione reductase in presence of NADPH. This NADPH is generated with the help of glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase in HMP shunt pathway. Therefore, in glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency, the RBC are liable to lysis, especially when ionizing agents are administered, causing hemolytic anemia. Catalase. When hydrogen peroxide is generated in large quantities, the enzyme catalase is also used for its removal. Catalase causes hydrogen peroxide to convert it into water and oxygen. Damage produced by reactive oxygen species. Free radicals are extremely reactive. Their half-life is only